Well, the Jets' first preseason game is in the books. They lost to the Bucs, but who cares? If we win, it means everything. If we lose, it means nothing. But this is a binary world. There are winners and there are losers. I've got a list in front of me. I've listed all the winners and losers on the Jets side, of course, of this New York Jets-Bucs preseason opener. We'll talk about all of it. Boy Green Daily starts now.
Oh my gosh, it's morphin' time! To me, talking New York Jets is my superpower. Boy Green Daily starts now. Wow! Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily.
You're talking just football, man.
Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Offense, defense, special teamwork, Jets football with Boy Green. J-E-T-S, Jets. Let's go!
What's going on, everybody? I'm Paul Esden Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Abby.com. Welcome to Boy Green Daily, a daily New York Jets video show, also available wherever you get your podcast. And, whoa, we had over 6-7 hours of coverage yesterday, from the pregame show to the live watch party and play-by-play analysis to the postgame show, all last night. Thank you guys for being a part of it, especially the live watch party and play-by-play analysis. A great response on the show. Thank you. A lot of hard work goes into that show, preparation for it. So thank you to everybody that tuned in for that. That was terrific. And JR327, you said it correctly. Man, I needed that last night. Didn't we all, man? Of the Jets-Bucs game, having Jets football back on our screens. It felt amazing. So I've got a bunch of winners and losers here. We'll go through all of them here on the program. Talk about the good, talk about the bad, talk about the ugly here. And then we'll also open up the phone lines here in a little bit. Let's get right into it. The biggest winner for me, I said this last night, I'll repeat it. After sleeping on it and looking at numbers and things of that nature, Maury Bamba, huge winner. And that's what preseason's all about. That's what training camp's all about. That's what it is all about in a general sense. Maury Bamba, a guy that some of us in the audience are like, who the hell is Maury Bamba? An undrafted free agent out of BYU in that corner room, 4 pass deflections last night. And this is a guy who was just incredibly active. After the game, Aaron Glenn asked about Maury Bamba's performance, said, Bamba Island? Giving a Darrelle Revis nod? I mean, that's hilarious. I love it. And so, yeah, this is really cool. Now, Bamba, and again, opportunities coming knocking in all different kinds of ways, as we'll talk about in a little bit later when we're referencing some of these winners and losers. But Nahshon Wright out with an injury, didn't play. Quantas Stickers out with his situation. And thus, Maury Bamba goes up a few more notches than perhaps he would have otherwise. I don't know. I don't have the Jets' real depth chart from behind the scenes. But he rose up a few more notches than he would have otherwise, and he took advantage of those opportunities. Maury Bamba was just around, all and around the action, and that was terrific. By the way, I see this from Craig Mechanics real quick. Let me give a shout-out to this. Good morning, everyone. BG, great job last night. Gave my son his first Boy Green play-by-play experience on the way home. He definitely was enjoying listening to you. Well, thank you, Craig, and your son. That's awesome. Can't wait to meet you guys at the tailgate coming up for Week 5. We have news on that. More on that later. Stay tuned. But yeah, I love these stories. So happy for Maury Bamba. Maury La Bamba. Terrific. Great name to say. That doesn't hurt. But yeah, great on special teams too. He had a great special teams tackle. Guess who? 38, that jersey number running around out there. Get familiar. This guy's making a chase for a roster spot. Now we'll see. The cornerback room just has a lot of names. A lot of names. Look at the depth chart. Let me read you some of these names that they have. On the depth chart at corner. I don't know where he makes it, but I would love for it if he continues this kind of play. Here are all the corners, right? You have Nahshon Wright, you have Brandon Stevens, you have D'Angelo Palms, you have Azaria Thomas, you have Quantas Stickers, who's recovering, you have Jarvis Brownlee Jr., and then you've got people competing, Samuel Womack III, Trey Brown, Jordan Clark, who also looked pretty good last night, and Maury Bamba. I just don't know where he fits, because Wright's making the team, Stevens is making the team, Pons is making the team, Thomas is making the team, Brownlee's making the team. That's 5. How many more are they keeping after that? 6? If so, Quantas Stickers is likely 6. Can Maury Bamba take Sticker's spot? Do they keep 7? Is he a practice squad guy? Like, that's where we start to get complicated on the corner room. But nonetheless, huge shout out to Mori Bamba. Love it. Big winner. I'll give a couple more winners. I have more winners than losers. I don't know if that's just because I'm an optimistic guy or what have you. So I'll give you some more winners, and we've got plenty of losers. Cade Klubnik. I mean, come on, man. This is a guy who we found out after the game. He was informed on Thursday, so that would have been the day before the preseason game, around 1 o'clock. Hey, man, you're getting the start. And he's like, whoa, what? I'm getting the start? What the flying hoot? And so shout out to old Cade. Cade also revealed that Bob Wischusen in the postgame. I was catching up on some postgame sound this morning. He told Bob Wischusen the first team reps he got with Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall on the offensive line in the game last night were the first team reps that he received all offseason. He had never worked with Garrett Wilson. He had never worked with the offensive line. He had never worked with Breece Hall. Super impressive, man. Super impressive. So the fact that Cade had never worked with the first team before, the fact that he found out essentially 27 hours before the game, hey, buddy, you're actually starting this game. I thought he handled himself quite well. That's absolutely right, Ted. He did not practice with the ones at all. The reps he got in that game were the first team reps he had all offseason. So not too shabby, man. Not too shabby at all. So shout out to Cade. Thought he just looked rock solid. And yeah, that's great. Cade Klubnik finished 5 of 7, 56 yards. He operated 2 drives for the Jets. Both drives ended up in scoring plays. Yes, that's a great way to put it. Stainless ninja, baptism by fire, pushed into the deep end of the pool. Can you swim, buddy? Oh, he could swim. Like I said, it wasn't one of those kinds of performances like Carson Beck in the Hall of Fame game. He had a lot of people talking because he was just made big, splashy throws. Cade didn't do that. He didn't make big, splashy throws. He just seemed like a professional quarterback. And to me, oh, okay, good. You have just sort of set the line appropriately. He wasn't supposed to start. And then he started, and he just looked like he belonged. Now, next week, let's see this Geno Smith situation. More on that in just a second. Let's sort of see that, and then what reps he gets. He's definitely going to play, I would assume, in all 3 preseason games. So he should get a ton of reps during this preseason. So Cade Klubnik, come on. He's got to be a big winner here as well. I want to get one more winner in here, then we'll get some losers. Braylon Allen, man. And this is a guy who was lost for the season in the week 4 Monday Night Football game. Strangely, the Jets had him on a kick return where he doesn't normally play on special teams, and he's out for the season. The last time he touched a football before that, he fumbled into the end zone. So it's been a rough, year here for Braylon Allen. He's thinking about that fumble he had. He had the season-ending knee injury, and I'm sure he's all beat up about that. And then now, everyone's saying in training camp, oh, he looks great. Well, let's see what it looks like in a preseason. He lowered shoulders, was trucking through dudes. And then, of course, he had the beautiful touchdown run. Shout out to Braylon Allen. He had 4 carries for 44 yards, most of which was on that 31-yard touchdown run where he showed burst. He showed physicality. I'm very happy for Braylon Allen. Agent Zero. All right. He seems like he's a viable guy if Breece is ever not available. Or short yardage situations and things of that nature. So, yeah, Braylon Allen, huge winner, man. Salute. And, again, he's coming off an injury. So, Agent Zero, Braylon Allen. Yeah, so I want to get those 3 big winners. Those are the 3, to me, the biggest winners. Maury Bamba, the undrafted free agent corner out of BYU. Cade Klubnik, our Clemson rookie quarterback as well. And then Braylon Allen, who I just thought looked very well. But let's get to this. Let's get to some losers. And, Barbara, I agree with you. I wanted to see Geno Smith, and so did I. Let's go to the tape. Surprising news before the game. Geno Smith, who was set to start, no start. Let's go to NFL Network insider Mike Garafolo, who was on NFL Total Access, not NFL Total Access, excuse me, their NFL Game Day preview show as they're getting ready for the game. Geno Smith, certainly a loser last night. He did not play. Here's why.
Rich, Geno Smith is doing okay. He's got foot soreness. The expectation was that he was going to start along with the rest of the starters tonight, but I just found out a couple of minutes ago via sources that Geno Smith will not start tonight. It is nothing that they are overly concerned about, and I was told if this was a regular season game, he would be playing, but they are taking the cautious route with their starting quarterback as it pertains to the regular season. The starting quarterback tonight, Cade Klubnik, the rookie fourth-round pick who has already achieved cult hero status, could be regular hero status by the end of the night once this fan base takes a look at Klubnik with the rest of the Jets starters in action tonight against the Buccaneers, who are not expected to play most, if all, of their starters. Those guys are going to rest. They worked out here on the field a short while ago. They're not going to play tonight. So Cade Klubnik gets the start for Geno Smith.
Yes, he does, Mike Garofalo. Thank you very much. So there you have it. We find out moments, maybe an hour before the game or so, no Geno Smith. And it's a good news, bad news situation. It's good that Cade got this opportunity where he gets shoved into the deep end of the pool and you got to figure it out. That's great. That's good for Cade. But I agree with Barbara, man. I want to see Geno. Why? Well, we're running a brand new friggin' offense, man. Frank Reich, new offense. Defense, Ryan Duker, Aaron Glenn, those guys. But specifically, let's keep it on offense. We need Geno Smith to get reps because here's the fact of the matter. Let's place all the pieces on the board here, okay? Let's place all the pieces on the board. There are 3 preseason games for the Jets. One of them is gone. 33% of the Jets preseason is over. Believe it or not. I can't. It's sort of crazy to say that out loud, but that's true. So that chess piece off the board. We only have 2 preseason games left. Steelers next Friday at 7 o'clock. And then the Friday after that is against the Giants at 7:30, slightly later. What did the Jets do? Does Geno just play like a half of the Steelers game and that's his preseason? Does he play a couple of drives what he was supposed to last night in the Steelers game and then a couple more in the Giants game and that's it? Like, I don't know. I don't know what the plan is. Is he even really truly healthy? They all say it's not serious. I don't know. The Jets have not always been truthful to us. We've been hurt before on injury reports not being exactly what they are believed to be. But I would take them at their word that this is not serious and Geno's fine. And that if this was a regular season game last night, he would have played. Yet he is still a loser because he needs these reps. The Jets cannot afford to start slow. We have said that a million times. I'll say it a million more. The Jets cannot afford to start slow in the 2026 season. As a matter of fact, not only do they not need to start slow, they need to start fast. That's what needs to happen. Geno and this offense needs the reps because when we get to the regular season and the whole group is coming together, we're going to want to see these guys operate at a quicker pace. We don't want to see rust. The Jets can't afford rust. Now, hell, take this for what you will, right? The Titans just played. That's going to be our week 1 opponent. They look rusty as hell. Cam Ward looks sloppy, all kinds of sloppy against, who was at the 49ers the other night. So, we're not the only ones operating at this level. However, that's the thing that makes me a little nervous. So, Geno Smith, loser from last night, missing those reps. There's no way to get those reps back. Now there's only 2 preseason games left. Geno Smith, loser. Had to get Geno Smith in there, unfortunately. Hopefully he plays next week. Hopefully he's right back to practice. Aaron Glenn categorized him as day-to-day. He was asked, Aaron Glenn, about the injury. It was initially reported as foot soreness. Aaron Glenn says it's an ankle. He was asked in the press conference, is it an ankle sprain? And he said no, just sore. There's no official designation, apparently. Take that for what you will. Let's go to Chuck Wagon. He says, Titans also lost their DB for week 1. Oh, maybe I missed that or I'm forgetting it right now, Chuck Wagon. You have to let me know who that is. We'll have to review that. A few players, like the Lions have Cade Mays. Their center is going to be out for a significant period of time. Likely going to miss the Jets game. Micah Parsons going to be out for the Packers game. So the Jets are getting some benefits of other teams suffering injuries, certainly. Another loser here, Lahu Zahir. Arian Smith, what the hell, man? If you want, America is about second chances. I love second chances. It's a beautiful way of the world that you don't just make a mistake and you get rocks thrown at you for the rest of your life, that you have a chance to fight out of it. If you make a mistake, the world will give you another chance to get back up off the mat and live your life. And Arian Smith in college was maligned for his drops. In his final collegiate season, he had double-digit drops, the only player in Power 5 at the time to have that amount of drops. Okay, so he came in with a reputation that he can't catch a football consistently. And, well, he had some moments last year with the Jets. And, yeah, perhaps Scotty Mayhem is right. Arian Smith, hands of stone. He was targeted once. He was targeted once last night. What happened on that play? Well, bounced right off his mitts, hit him right in the hands from Bailey Zappi, who we'll talk about later. Hit him right in the hands and went right into a bucket. Doink! Right into, hey, Buccaneers defender's like, thank you. And he intercepted it. Second interception of the night for Bailey Zappi. Arian, dude, come on, man. You've got to catch the football. And not only are drops bad as it is, right? You just drop the football. It's supposed to be a catch. You drop the football. But, like, you dropped it, and it resulted in a turnover for your team, man. The Jets lost by a score. Now it's the preseason, and people don't care about the score. If you win, it's the greatest thing of all time. If you lose, who cares? That's sort of the rules that we play by. But, like, Arian, what the hell are you doing, man? Your roster life is on the line. Okay, let's count receivers real quick. Okay, let me pull up the depth chart here at wide receiver. Here are the guys making the team. Adonai Mitchell's making the team. Breaking news, Garrett Wilson's making the team. Isaiah Williams is making the team. Omar Cooper Jr. is making the team. And now we have those four. Those four are absolute locks. And then if the Jets keep a fifth, Tim Patrick is the sage of the room. Are they keeping a sixth? If so, Arian Smith is on that borderline of six. And then there's a bunch of guys either fighting for a spot or the Jets are going to keep like an extra tight end or something. They'll only keep 5 receivers. The other receivers are a bunch of guys here from Cam Camper, Quincy Skinner Jr., Malik McLean, who, by the way, great play in special teams last night to prevent a punt from going into the end zone. Very nice. He might have stepped in the end zone, but who knows? Malik McLean, Jamal Pritchard, Colin Lacey, DT Sheffield. There's a bunch of guys in the mix here, but the Jets may only keep 5 receivers because they're like, you know what? Are we going to keep Arian Smith? Like, yikes. Loser. Arian. And I don't mean this in a malicious way, calling you a loser, Arian. I want you to step up. I've got a here, right here. Let me see. Under here. I didn't imagine going to a prop this early in the show, but here it is. Wait. Okay. Got a beautiful Jets football right here. Beautiful Jets football. Look. Signed by Garrett Wilson right there. That's very nice. This is from last year. And there he is right there. Arian Smith. I got to meet Arian Smith. Nice kid. There you go. 82. Arian Smith. 82 in your program. I want you to succeed, Arian Smith. Got your autograph for Pete's sake. So I'm a great Jets fan. But come on, man. You got to step up to the plate. You got to step up to the plate, Arian. And that's my challenge to you. This isn't malicious. I'm not angry. I'm disappointed. Arian, step the hell up, man. Step the hell up. Lou B giving some love to Jamal Pritchard. He was, of course, at the Jets-Bucs game last night. We'll have phone lines open here in a little bit. Shout out to Jamal Pritchard. New number, new him, new version, new him. 81. Shout out to Jamal Pritchard. Yeah, he was very good. Give just because we're talking about it, let me give Jamal Pritchard some love on the returns. What did he have here? I got it here. I have the Jets-Bucs going in front of me. He had. Let me see player stats here. I've got it right here. 1 second. I'm a monkey operating a spotlight sometimes. Jamal Pritchard had 3 returns for 46 yards, 15.3 per clip. Terrific. His longest of the night was 19 yards. Yeah, baby. Way to go, Jamal Pritchard. Huge shout out. Absolutely. So Arian Smith, loser. Bailey Zappi. I mean, Barbara's yelling at him in the comment section for good reason. Zappi was sickening. Like, WTF with that? Not 1, but 2 interceptions. Again, one of the interceptions clearly wasn't his fault. It was Arian Smith. But still, the 2 interceptions are on the docket. I mean, Bailey Zappi, good Lord have mercy. I mean, he was awful. And the worst one, of course, is obviously staring down his target on 3rd down, fires a touchdown pass, as my father pointed out, but to the wrong team, to Tampa Bay. Pick 6. Terrible. Throwing interceptions are bad. Throwing interceptions that get returned to the house, even worse, especially when your team loses by a score. Bailey Zappi was terrible. And to be candid, I think, and I wrote a story about this. This is up on Heavy. It's my most recent column. I have a bunch of articles I want to write about the game, so stay tuned to Heavy on Jets. I'll have several columns coming out, but normally that kind of performance from Bailey Zappi, which, by the way, I've got it all here. Here are all the particulars on Bailey Zappi. He was 6 of 10 for 55 passing yards. He averaged 5.5 yards per clip, no touchdowns, 2 picks, sacked twice, and had a 35.4 quarterback rating, which was the worst of the night for those counting at home. Yuck. That normally is as bad of a performance that could get you cut, and you're not even going on the team bus home. Now, they were at home, so he'd go in his car, I assume. But, yeah, that was bad enough of a performance that, quite frankly, Bailey Zappi probably should have gotten his pink slip right then and there. The only saving grace that I believe of why he still has a job for now is this uncertainty with the Geno Smith situation. I mean, the fact that, like, even if it's whatever you want to call it, like it's not serious or something, he's day-to-day, as AG called him. Bailey Zappi, in theory, knows the playbook. I wouldn't be so sure based on the performance of last night. But if I'm the Jets, I'm scouring the market to see who the hell else is available. But I don't know if there's enough time. The Jets are 6 days away from their next preseason game. So this body you would add would be nothing more than a camp arm. So I don't know what you do. Do you just stick with Bailey until a legitimate upgrade is available, whether that's waiver wire or trade? Maybe they just wait. So I think Geno Smith's uncertainty with his health could be the saving grace of Bailey Zappi keeping his job, because he was just awful. I mean, that pick 6 was terrible. That's enough to lose a job right there, man. That is enough to lose a job. I mean, good Lord. Yo Holmes, he says it. That pick 6 was thrown right at the defender. Like, what in God's green earth was this man seeing? Yay. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Big fat loser. By the way, we have 130 people in the room, including 72 on YouTube. Guys, like that video. It's free. It's right there. There you go. Depending on where you're watching. Might be here, 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 here. Like that video. That's a free way to contribute. Appreciate you. Let's get some more winners, losers in. All right, losers. We said we had Arian Smith, loser. Bailey Zappi, loser. Geno Smith, loser. And I have 2 other losers here. One is less, it's not nitpicking. Based on what he provided, he is a loser. But, like, I'm not going to kill the guy. So I'm going to go Kanae Nwanwu. And then there's a much more serious loser, which we'll talk about in a second. Kanae Nwanwu last night had 6 carries for 6 yards, 1 yard a clip. Not good. The longest was 5, but the overall carries were terrible. I just do hope so, his performance sucked, so he's a loser. But again, I'm not going to overreact or anything. But I would say here, I would love to see Frank Reich, this year's offensive coordinator, find a unique way if the opportunity presents itself to get Kanae Nwanwu the ball in open space. He's a dynamic return man, so if you can find creative ways to get him on the field, great. Now, the Jets have a lot of optionality, so maybe they don't even need to do it. Eventually, Kenyon Sadiq will come back. You have Omar Cooper Jr., you have Garrett Wilson, you have Adonai Mitchell, you have Breece Hall, you have Braylon Allen. So maybe there's just so many guys. You're like, no, we don't need to do this. But Kanae Nwanwu, poor performance last night. However, I do hope they do try to utilize him as a running back. Most teams in his career have not used him in that way. TBD. We'll see. So Kanae Nwanwu, he's a little loser. Like, some of these are like bigger losers. Aaron Smith, oh boy, big loser. Bailey Zappi, big loser. Geno Smith, big loser from not having the reps. Kanae Nwanwu, little loser. He's the littlest loser of this group. This next person, the alarm bells are going off, folks. I said I'm not going to overreact to Kanae Nwanwu. I'll tell you someone who I'm going to overreact to. Malachi Moore is running with the 3rd and 4th string team on defense? Dude, what the hell is going on, man? The job is yours to have. Now, I admit, I'm biased. I'm a Syracuse guy. I love Andre Cisco. I interviewed him here in college. I've told you guys these stories. I've done a story together with him before. I like Andre Cisco. A lot. He's the starter if the season started today next to Minka Fitzpatrick. However, I just don't think that he has the starting job on lock. He has it for now, but it could get stolen at any moment. Why hasn't Malachi Moore stolen it? What's going on? Or Dane Belton, for that matter. But I'm more so focusing on this solution. Malachi Moore, what is going on, dude? Why are you running with the third or fourth string? Why aren't you taking the next leap? The Jets traded up for you in the 4th round last year. You got a ton of experience in Alabama. You got a ton of reps last year. What is going on? Where are you, Malachi Moore? Dude, you were losing time, man. You were losing time. The grains in the hourglass are slowly slipping through your fingers. This is your chance. Now, the Jets are going to have some 3 safety looks, but when they've gone 3 safety looks, you want who's on the field that I've seen in reps when I've been at training camp? It's been Andre Sisco. It's been Minka Fitzpatrick. It's been Dane Belton. Malachi Moore has not been getting a lot of reps when I've been there. Is there a chance he doesn't make the roster? Like, what happened? Did all his powers get taken away by some monstars in a Space Jam 3 remake? Like, I don't understand what's going on here with Malachi Moore. I'm like getting higher register, but I'm like, what the hell, man? Big loser. Good Lord. I saw that yesterday. I'm like, damn, is that Malachi Moore out there? Checking the time of the game. I'm like, Malachi, what's going on, man? 3rd and 4th string. Not good. Alarm bells. Wee woo, wee woo. Those things are going off like crazy right now. Very concerned. Very, very concerned. Very alarming. I'll have a story on that today. Not good. Some other winners. Hey, kickers. Hey, kickers are people too. Let's get some kicker love in here, huh? I'll be honest. When the Jets signed Cade York, I was like, Cade York, he sucks. But I got to give some love. Kickers. The kickers. So, yeah, big thumbs up kickers. Jason Sanders, Cade York. Cade York was 2 for 2, 27-yarder, 38-yarder. Jason Sanders, 47-yarder. Love to the kickers. Love to the kickers. Now, we'll see how this competition proceeds. Yes. Yeah. Who else do we got here? Jets run defense. Now, again, the Buccaneers were playing their backup, so take this with a grain of salt, I suppose. But, hey, the run defense, very nice. There we go. Let me get the team stats in here. Let's see. The Buccaneers rushing offense had 69 net yards rushing. They had 25 attempts and averaged 2.8 yards per clip. Great job by the Jets run defense. Nice. Light start. Let's see what happens. They're backups and we're in the preseason, but light winner there. Very nice. Jets 71, I don't know if he's in here, is a West Coast guy. Now, the penalties say that the Jets and Bucks had the same amount of penalties, 6 penalties. And 6 isn't great. I mean, I guess it could be worse. But most of these penalties came in with all due respect. And once we say that, we're allowed to say anything. The penalties came with the guys that are going to be bagging groceries in 3 weeks. Okay. With the starters, the main chunk of guys, no penalty issues. Salute Aaron Glenn. I blame him less when the 3rd, 4th, 5th strings are coming in. I blame him less with the penalties and discipline. So discipline on point. Penalties. Love that. Here's something. We don't give a lot of love to Woody Johnson. There's not a lot of you that love Woody Johnson in the comment section. By the way, that is your right to love or hate whoever you want. But let's give a shout out here. Woody didn't advertise this. It just sort of came out when Cade Klubnik met with the media. Apparently, Woody Johnson, on his own dime, flew out all the rookies' parents, wherever they are in the universe. Hawaii, California, Texas. He personally flew out all of the parents of all the rookies so they could see their children make their debut in the National Football League. Hey, Woody Johnson. Hey, man. Big winner, buddy. Big winner. Very nice move. Big winner. Give it up to him. Respect. Cool move, man. He's got billions of dollars, so maybe some of you won't. But come on. Let's show a little bit of love for Woody, huh? Let's show a little bit of love for Woody. That's great. That was cool. Very cool story. J underscore DDS, I see. He says, doesn't every team do that? From everything I hear, absolutely not. No, every team does not fly out the parents of the rookies. That is a unique thing. Unique thing. A bunch of the beat reporters were talking about it last night, too, that it was a nice move by Woody. That does not happen. No, they do not fly out the parents. That is on the parents to figure out, and tickets and all that stuff. Yeah, now players get some perks, of course, but yes. Yeah, no, so that's different. Two other winners here I do want to highlight real quick, and then we'll get to your comments and phone lines. David Bailey and Will McDonald. David Bailey didn't show up in the stat sheet. I think it was one assisted tackle. So, like, that didn't show up. However, he was double teamed on 50% of his reps on pass rush drills or pass rush opportunities. 3 of his 6 pass rush reps, he was double teamed. Already getting the respect. Now, there's a twofold element to this. He's getting double teamed already. Well, David Bella, get ready for that in the regular season, apparently. But if he's getting doubled, somebody else has to win. And that happened. Will McDonald got a sack last night. So Will McDonald, winner. David Bailey, winner. Okay? Showed some nice chutzpah. Great start. But if he's going to get double teamed, Will McDonald has to win. He has to win his reps, or whoever's the opposite guy. Kingsley Nagbari eventually, Joseph Asai when he gets back. That other guy has to win. Last night, the other guy won, and that was Will McDonald, obviously. So David Bailey, winner. Will McDonald, winner. I'll go through all of them again, then we'll get to your comments and phone calls. Maury Bamba, winner. Cade Klubnik, winner. Braylon Allen, winner. Kickers, winner. Jets run defense, winner. The penalty situation for the starters, win. Woody Johnson, win. David Bailey, win. Will McDonald, win. Losers, Aaron Smith, oh boy. Bailey Zappi, oh boy. Malachi Moore, yikes. Geno Smith, yikes. Kanayan Wanwu, little yikes. There you go. Those are all our winners and losers. Wrote down all my notes this morning. There you go. There's all your winners and losers. Grint Season says, Cooper Jr. already looks better than Arian Smith. I don't think that's the compliment you believe it is, but he probably should. Actually, a wooden plank laying on its side would be improvement over Arian Smith at this moment in time. And exactly, it's like JDS asked, like, oh, is that common? And no, it's not, that Woody Johnson would fly out the parents. And as EZ says, great move by Woody. Some of these guys may never make a roster ever again, so awesome gesture. Absolutely. Obviously, like David Bailey, yeah, he's going to be here a while. Cade Klubnik, he should be here a while. But like some of these lower draft picks that got to see this for the first time, that will be their Super Bowl. That will be their moment. That may, Maury Bamba, right? We just talked about him. Maybe that's all Maury Bamba will ever get. I don't know. So, yeah, man, I think that's super cool. Super cool. So, nice move by Woody. Nice move by Woody. We got a huge super chat here on the program. Izzy Jet 732, who we got to have on the show last night. That was super cool. Let's get a super chat in.
Wow.
Appreciate that, baby. A $20 super chat. All right, Izzy, let me add this to your total so far this month. You've been absolutely killing it. Thank you very much here on the program. Excellent. All right, that is, what is that, 6 more raffle tickets. So 24 raffle tickets for Izzy Jet 732. Let's go. We'll talk about the raffle tickets here in just a moment. Excellent. Let's go. Izzy Jet 732, 24 raffle ticket. That puts you in 3rd place behind Cisco Lopez and number 1 Austrian Jets fan, baby. Excellent. Great news. Now let's get to your super chat here in question, and thank you for the support here on the channel. Much appreciated. The super chat reads, $20 super chat. Thank you very much, Izzy. Good morning, Boy Green. I think Bamba's a keeper overall. I think we're better than last year for sure. So, yeah, a lot of things to unpack here. Yeah, Maury Bamba, my number 1 winner from last night. He looked great. 4 pass deflections. He had a great special teams tackle. When you are that kind of guy where you are corner 5, corner 6, corner 7, you have to kill it on special teams, of course, and then kill it in your opportunities. That's what he did. Bamba Island, Darren Glenn said. Bamba Island. That was hilarious, by the way. I'm halfway through a Bamba story. We'll have that story up today as well. Great story from the young man. We'll get into his origins and everything else. So that's what I love about the preseason. But yeah, I think we look better than last year. Absolutely. But now we'll see in the regular season if that translates. But yeah, Maury Bamba looks like a keeper. Again, we talked about the roster game. I don't know if he makes the roster. I think it would be between him and Quantez Stiggers for that final cornerback spot. And we, God rest, or not God rest, excuse me. Let me rephrase. Our prayers are out to Quantez Stiggers as he recovers at home. He had a concussion and heat exhaustion. That combination of factors was how he collapsed on the sideline with a very scary moment when I was at the practice on Tuesday. He is back home recovering. He's out of the hospital, which is great news. He obviously did not play in the game last night, but he and Maury Bamba are battling, I would imagine, for that 6th spot because, again, as I have the numbers here in front of me, let me take a gander here at corner because Nashawn Wright's making this team. Brandon Stevens making this team. D'Angelo Ponce making this team. Azaria Thomas making this team. Jarvis Brownlee Jr. is making this team. So those 5 corners are all making the team, 100%. And then do you keep a 6? If so, does that go to Quantez Stiggers or maybe Maury Bamba, who makes some noise? Do you keep 7 corners? That feels unlikely. So there might be one spot, and it's between Stiggers and Bamba, and then we'll see if others get in the mix. Like I thought Jordan Clark looked pretty good last night. He didn't make the winners-losers list, but he looked pretty good last night getting involved. So yeah, can he be that last corner, or if not, practice squad? Which again, hey, that's a paycheck, man. That's not bad for an undrafted free agent. That's a good story. So TBD. But yeah, I really like what I saw from Bamba. Biggest winner from last night. Great story, and hopefully he can continue it. Obviously, going to the other preseason games, and then we look better than last year. Yeah, it looks like it at this point is the Jets 7-3-2. We'll see if that is indeed the case as we get more preseason game action. These guys start getting their their sea legs under them. But great super chat. Thank you very much. All right, let's do this. You guys have a lot of comments. That's fun, but I want to get to your phone lines. We're going to accept them. Winners, losers, other thoughts on the preseason, all of that is available. No Hop on Pop today, as you may have noticed. He's not here. He'll be here on the show tomorrow morning. NFL insider Matt Lombardo, not tomorrow debut. He's going to debut the following week and then be on with us for every game day moving forward. We'll also have the Jets Worldwide crew. We'll show you all the schedule and who fits where in the mix. It'll be great. But yes, tomorrow, Hop on Pop. And then we'll have Matt Lombardo, NFL Insider, on the following week on a Sunday. Pop will return to his Saturday slate, and we'll be off to the races, baby. But let's do this. Let's play a quick Hep timeout. We welcome your phone calls in next. We have nearly 200 people in the room. Appreciate that, including 100 of those 200 on YouTube. Folks, like the friggin' video, man. That is the free way to contribute here on the show. I'd appreciate it if you do. That gets this Jet show in front of other Jet fans out there in the audience. Only 33 likes, but 100 people in this room. Let's change that, folks. Take the like button to Pound Town. Let's go. Come on now. And if you're watching on Facebook or Twitter, shout out to you, and also a shout out to our audio-only listeners of this podcast. That is the Believe Network, BLEAV, Apple, Spotify, Amazon, and the rest. We'll be right back after this.
1, 2, 3.
Welcome back to Boy Green Daily, a daily New York Jets video show, also available wherever you get your podcast. Welcome back, or if you're just joining us, welcome in. We appreciate that here on the program. By the way, before we go to the phone lines, we have super chats and everything else. Let's give a big round of applause. Omari Brown TV making his post-game show debut last night with his own show on the Omari Brown TV network. Congratulations to Omari Brown. Bring it together, folks. I was tuning into that show last night after I finished my own post-game recap show. So Omari Brown TV, welcome to the content brotherhood, my friend. Great to have you in, and hopefully you enjoyed your broadcast last night. Excellent news for Omari Brown. Again, guys, subscribe to his channel, Omari Brown TV. Shout out to Omari Brown. Great to see him last night on the show. Let's get a super chat in here from Mac. The old Mac attack with a $2 dip. Let's go.
Wow.
Appreciate you, Mac. By the way, 14 raffle tickets to our contest this month. He says Chris Banjo was a winner last night. Of course. You look at the overall special teams unit. Austin McNamara was spectacular. He averaged 48 yards per punt, so he was great. The kickers were great. They didn't miss. Malik McLean had a great special teams play. The ball would have gone into the end zone. He saved that ball. That was great. Great special teams tackle from Maury Bamba. Jamal Pritchett was a terrific returner on punt return. Sure. Chris Banjo, hey, man, this is a well-oiled machine. Looks just as spectacular, apparently, as it did last year. So, yeah, man, Chris Banjo. Thank you, Mac, for giving the flowers to Chris Banjo. Yes, sir. Yeah. And again, losing Nick Folk this offseason sucked. But if we are to trust anyone to fix it, I guess it'd be Chris Banjo. In Banjo we trust. I suppose so. All right, beautiful. All right, let's go to the phone lines. That's the pinned comment on youtube.com/BoyGreen25. We started off with James here on the program. Let's go to James.
What's up, my brother? How you doing?
Hey, great to see you, man.
You too, bro. You too. So I'm not jumping off, out the window with Cade. However,
Yeah.
he belongs. He looked the part. He wasn't flustered, especially getting foisted in on short notice. He's never practiced with the ones. He just, to me, he looked like you said before, poise in the pocket, knew where his first, second, and third read, knew where to go with the football. He was not flustered, and I'm excited about his progression. I think he's going to be something good. Let's take it easy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you know how we do it. But
do.
but I'm not going to go crazy with it. But to me, just by the eye test, he looked like he belongs in the NFL, and with some seasoning and some time under his belt, I think he could be a starter in this league. But who knows?
Right.
But I want to talk about Braylon Allen, bro.
Oh, yeah,
I've been preaching his name since last year. I know he's not. Some fans don't like him. Some do. I love him. Did you, bro? He's a fucking animal. He's huge.
Yeah.
He's huge. And that 31-yard run that he did last night, it didn't even look like he was running fast, but he was running away from people. So he's cooking. He's big. He's shifty too. He's sneakily shifty. So I like to listen. We didn't win. It is what it is. It's preseason. Right. Of course, we want to win, but I'm excited with the first team. I thought everything looked the way it's supposed to look. Again, it's early. We're going to keep getting better and better and better. So last night for me was a plus. It was a win. And even though we didn't win, it was a win in a lot of categories. This guy Bailey Zappi's got to fucking go. He's got to go. That's what I wanted to tell you. So,
yes, sir.
Arian Smith, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's got to catch that ball. He's got to. But if you look, if you go and look at the play,
it's a little behind him.
It was wobbly. It was behind him. But it hit his hands. You have to catch that fucking ball. If you're a wide receiver in the NFL, you have to catch that ball.
Yeah, show some pride, man, for God's sakes. I mean,
exactly. Show some pride. Grab the fucking thing and put it in your chest, man. Come on.
Yeah, man.
But I don't know what's going to happen with him. I think he might end up getting cut, man.
I could totally. If that happens somewhere in the next 24 hours, he shouldn't be surprised. And
he's so thin, too. He's like a stick figure. He can't put on weight. I'm surprised in his second year he didn't put on any weight.
Yeah, it's surprising. Hey, he's been in the league for a few years. I don't know why.
Well, how many years now? 3?
I think he's 27. So I think it's he was on the Browns, Patriots, Chiefs. Yeah, this is like year 3 or 4 for him. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to, I don't know. He's got to do something, but overall I loved it. I thought it was a good showing by the first team, and we'll see what happens going forward, but I'm excited about the progression. So, I'll talk to you soon, bro.
There he is, James, joining us here on the program. Great stuff from James. And I'm not going to bring up any of the things you guys are bringing up in the comment section. I'm not saying a word. But I will say that, yeah, Braylon Allen, man, looks like a friggin' beast. I mean, he can run. He should burst. And exactly what James said, he was running away from defenders. That was cool to see. So physicality, running away from defenders, that was good. Love to see it. Back to the phone lines here. We've got EZ. Let's go to EZ.
The turf is what tackled Brees Hall.
Apparently, I'm told, I didn't see this during the game, but Brees Hall, either during the game or after the game, he tweeted, like, turf monster got me, we need real grass. Like, and then he apparently deleted it. So, there you go.
You know, it would have been good. It would have been nice if they would have left the grass on the field for preseason just to see.
So the World Cup, it was already
experiment.
there. Right. Yeah, that would have been cool. Yeah. Apparently they sold it. Someone just told me this like a few days ago. They sold it for like $1 kajillion. They said, "Hey, do you want to buy grass from the World Cup?" And they sold like all these blades of grass to people all around the world and made like $1 billion, $2 billion off it because people bought it. I'm like, are you?
That's like when they replaced all the cables on the Brooklyn Bridge about 20 years ago. They cut the pieces into like 4-inch pieces. They cut the cables into little 4-inch pieces, and they sold pieces of the Brooklyn Bridge.
I've got one over here in Syracuse. It was forever. In 1980, they created what was the Carrier Dome, and then they put on this. It was Teflon, and they built this brand new roof. They cut all the pieces into like these frameable pieces. And I got one because I felt like it was the thing to do. I paid like $50 for this piece of roof that now I'm like, why did I do this? And everyone did. So they sold out. They sold every little square piece of the roof with a certificate of authenticity. So I'll probably try to sell that if I can. But yeah, it's unbelievable.
You see, I'm wearing my Halloween shirt.
I like that. Yeah. Who is that? Is that Bailey Zappi and Arian Smith?
No, it's Bart and Lisa Simpson.
Oh, okay. There it is. Yeah. That's a good shirt. Hey, it's Halloween season now. We're in August.
Yeah, well, it's time we start getting all our shit together, right?
That's right.
Hey, you got to do a new thing with your daughter doing the WoW.
Yeah.
She's becoming a big girl now.
That's true. She's getting older. Upgrade. And then Polly doesn't have anything either. So, yeah, I got to work on that. I got to see if I could get him on the mic saying something.
Get them both on there going, wow.
Oh, together. That'd be cool. Then they're celebrating. Yeah, maybe that's it. Yeah, I think so.
So, yesterday, out of the blue, a guy who I had advertised for a guitarist about 8 months ago called me up. He said he had some health issues, but he's fine now. So, apparently, I have a lead guitar player again.
Nice.
And
sweet.
A guy from the drum center is interested in playing drums for us. So,
when's the next gig, or do we not know yet?
We still start putting the band together, man. I'm not going to go out there and gig until we have at least 20 songs.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do a solo gig. I want to just open up for somebody to just check it out first. Make sure we get a good reaction out of people. But I can give you some of the set list if you want to hear it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be Paranoid by Black Sabbath.
Awesome song. Okay.
Sweet Leaf by Black Sabbath.
Okay, yeah. Any Black Sabbath is always good. Yep.
Have you ever heard Sweet Leaf?
I don't think so. That name, when you said it, just didn't ring any bells. Maybe I know it, but I just don't know the name. Like I hear it, I'm like, oh yeah, there it is. But,
that's the song that opens up. We hear somebody coughing right at the beginning of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that's actually Tony Iommi coughing after taking a drag off a joint.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
It is funny. It's great. We're gonna do what I say: Paranoid, Sweet Leaf.
Yeah.
Fairies Wear Boots.
Yes, you've brought this up a few times. Hep did not know that one. Yeah.
Great song. Amazing song. And of course, War Pigs.
Yeah, there you go. Obviously, that's a great one.
I Don't Know by Ozzy off his first song off the first album.
Oh, I love Ozzy. Yeah, you got to get some Ozzy in there.
Crazy Train.
Of course. Classic.
Over the Mountain.
Okay. All right.
A couple of Dio songs. Holy Diver.
Mm-hmm.
And shit. I can sing it, but I can't. I'm trying to remember the name of the song. Rainbow in the Dark.
Taylor Strong says, "Do you play any Metallica, or is that too modern?"
No, we don't. We don't do Metallica. But this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do Ozzy, Judas Priest, Black Sabbath.
Yoham's asking Turbo Lover by Judas.
No, I don't like that song.
Sorry, man. Sorry.
We're gonna do Grinder, Living After Midnight, and Electric Eye.
Okay. Craig is asking any Megadeth.
No, we're just doing like late 70s, early 80s stuff. So that we're gonna be doing some Alice Cooper.
Oh, Alice Cooper, great, awesome, nice.
You know, we're like gonna do Schools Out and Feed My Frankenstein and
Schools Out for summer.
Yep.
That's a great song, great jam.
So we're gonna do like those, basically concentrate on those 5 bands.
Night Ranger, Stainless Ninja asks.
No. I just said we're doing those 5 bands.
I know they're trying to get you to. They're trying to bribe you to
Black
do others.
Sabbath, Judas Priest, Dio, and Alice Cooper.
I just saw Night Ranger, by the way. It was Night Ranger, Poison. I was trying to think who else was together down there in Pennsylvania last year. Night Ranger, Poison, or Brett Michaels rather.
How many original guys are there? I mean, does Poison still have Ricky Rocket on drums?
Oh yeah. Well, we'll see. They're trying to Brett. I misspoke. Brett's doing it by himself right now, but they were going to bring it back for either the 40th anniversary, and then they had not money problems, like they couldn't agree on the split. And then they're supposed to do it this summer, but I didn't hear anything, so I don't think so, unless there's some big surprise.
Whenever this is where Kiss fucked up with their reunion tour. I understand that for like 20 years, Gene and Paul held down the fort when Ace and Peter were out of band, right? But in '96, when they came back and they redid that reunion tour,
that was it. Hop and Pop, Quiet Riot. It was Quiet Riot, Night Ranger, and Brett Michaels. Those were the 3 bands together last year.
Quiet Riot's great. I love Quiet Riot.
Oh, they were great.
I've seen them twice, but unfortunately, the singer's dead.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
When did that happen?
Oh, God. About 15 years ago.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, wow.
Because I saw Quiet Riot at a bar in Raleigh.
Really? Wow. Okay.
And they were really good. And then they played an outdoor concert in downtown Raleigh. One time, I'm trying to remember the singer's name.
They were great though. Quiet Riot opened for that night last year in Grantville, Pennsylvania. It was Quiet Riot, Night Ranger, and then Brett Michaels came out. It was great. It was a great night. Great night.
Best concert I ever saw was Joe Perry Project opened up for Def Leppard, and then Ozzy Osbourne with Rudy Sarzo on bass, Tommy Aldridge on drum, and Randy Rhoads on guitar.
Oh, Tommy Aldridge, that's a legend. When did what year was that? That you said
it was 81.
Oh, nice. Okay, great. Yeah, I've seen Kiss was awesome. Seeing them in person. I've seen Brett Michaels / Poison 1,000 times. Yeah, Kiss was really good. Very, very good performative in person live concert experience. There, your zip lines and fire and all kinds of crazy crap.
Yeah. A couple of years back, Kiss opened up for Aerosmith out here at the
that must have been cool.
At Walnut Creek Amphitheater in Raleigh. That was a great show, but I would have to say this, okay? 2 of my favorite bands from the 70s when I was in my mid-teens growing up, Aerosmith blew them away.
No.
I mean, they're just better musicians. They are. I mean, not that Kiss is horrible, but I think that show didn't have Ace and Peter. That one. I saw them the originals in Raleigh earlier on, but when they toured with Aerosmith, I think it was Tommy Thayer and Eric Singer on drum. Tommy Thayer on guitar, Eric Singer on drums. I mean, they're good. Don't get me wrong; they're good musicians. It's just not the same magic as seeing the original four up there.
That's
There's
fair.
just something, because Peter Criss' drumming. People say he's not a good drummer, but what people don't understand about Peter Criss' drumming. Peter Criss is not a rock and roll drummer. He played rock, but he threw a lot of interesting different swing beats and jazz beats in what he did. And everyone says, oh, they were simple beats. Until you listen to what he was actually playing and the steadiness of his beats, he was really a good drummer. He's still alive.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, when we went
now.
to the Kiss concert, they strapped him down and on the drum set, and the drum set rolled upside down. It was on a big circle, and it rolled upside down. He was playing it upside down. Or yes, Tommy. Yeah, there you go, Tommy Lee, rather.
I saw that show.
Awesome.
I saw that tour.
Holy crap! And he's going nuts. The crowd's losing it. He's upside down. I'm like, what the hell? Oh yeah, that was sweet.
Yeah, he was on like a roller coaster loop-de-loop that just went like this.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
I'm like, how do you? I would not be there at all. And Lou B, I get that's cool. I've never seen Guns N' Roses live.
He said what he had to do was close
earlier this week. Nice.
He said what he had to do was close his eyes so he didn't lose orientation.
Yeah, I would have lost orientation and thrown up. That's unbelievable.
I think he said I closed my eyes in some spots and then I would concentrate on the snare. So I had, because he had to have his point of reference to play.
I assume, yeah, right.
I thought the other one, the one they did before that, where they had him in the cage and the cage went straight out over the audience and was spinning like this.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
Yeah, I would have thrown up.
Yeah, Tommy Lee's a good drummer.
You're getting some love, by the way, from the audience. William says Easy knows his rock.
I mean, he's not Neil Peart, he's not Carl Palmer, but as far as being a steady, good, hardcore rock drummer, oh yeah, he's got the timing, he's got his chops. And if we're talking about drummers, I gotta give love and respect to one of the best drummers of all time.
Okay.
But nobody gives him the recognition of being one of the best drummers. Ringo Starr.
Whoa, really? Wow, I haven't heard that name in a hot second. Nice.
Ringo Starr is 86 years old. And if you look at him, he looks like he's 60.
Wow, good for him.
Well, because he dyes his beard and his hair like I do, so it helps.
Right. Hey, different strokes.
But Ringo was his timing.
Mm-hmm.
He's a human metronome.
Yeah.
His timing was always perfect. His fills were always perfect. He never overplayed. As a matter of fact, I saw an interview with him the other day where people were talking about, it seemed he played a little bit more energy and creativity during the John Lennon songs. And he said, yeah, exactly, because John Lennon was more experimental in how he wrote his songs over Paul McCartney. He said, but take nothing away from Paul McCartney. He was the bass player. So being the drummer, him and Paul had to be in sync on everything because they were the rhythm section.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, they were just a great band.
Hey, shout out to Barbara out here. She says she saw Guns N' Roses who opened for Aerosmith, and Guns N' Roses was way better than Aerosmith when she saw them. Wow.
Really? Well, I don't know.
It depends on the night, right? Anything can happen on any night, so
right? Like on any given Sunday.
Of course, that's what we're hoping for. Yeah.
But yeah, I was watching. I didn't know the game was on TV until I went to a bar last night because the guy was going to be playing drums in my band. He actually played guitar in that other band, and I looked up on the TV in the sports bar, and fucking Jet game was on. So I was like, damn, but I missed the whole part where Cade was playing.
Yeah, first two drives. Yeah, he looked great. Yeah.
I think the reason they limited him is what they were going to do with Gino, they did with Cade. They did not want to risk their number 2 guy playing a whole half and getting him hurt.
Right.
So they let, but the difference is he proved he could be a backup.
Yeah.
Because he came out with the first team who he had no reps with, and he played professional football.
That was a great way to put it. I
Which
agree.
is exactly what a backup has to do. You have to be able to go out ice cold or with very little preparation, because they all prep to start, during the week, just in case. But he came out and he played great.
Yeah, I agree.
He could have had 14 points if the turf monster didn't get Brees.
Brees. Stay on your feet, man. They showed that back angle. He could have moonwalked into the end zone and just stumbled.
Yeah, it was
and I'm
wide
like,
open. It was wide open. But Agent Zero showed me a lot, man.
Oh,
he showed a
great
burst of speed. Wow, I didn't know he was that fast.
Yeah, he was separating for people. Not only did he hit an edge, but he just you just saw this. He was just whoop. You just saw him going and other people lagging up, and I was like, wow.
What I liked is he bounced off some people.
He did physical. He's a physical guy. Yeah,
he could be our Ironhead Hayward or something.
No, we could only hope. That'd be awesome. He does have that sort of mentality with him that I thoroughly enjoy.
Yeah, he's probably the guy that during practices didn't try to avoid tackles. He probably tried to bust through them.
Probably. Yeah, that's right. Right. All those
we
Chuck
used to have
Norris
a thing
lines.
called
Yeah.
We used to have a practice called Bull in the Ring, where you'd get the ball and you'd run around in a circle, and then you, at a certain point, you would pivot and try to bust out of the circle.
Oh, I love that. That's a great game.
Didn't you do that when you practiced?
Of course we did. Yes, absolutely.
I'm sure that Bull in the Ring is probably Braylon Allen's favorite.
I miss all those old drills. Oklahoma's Bull in the Ring. All of them.
Stop me if you can.
Yeah, sure, right. There's a million of them and I love it when you get mano-a-mano and you get an opportunity. That's great. Yeah.
I used to hate doing crabs. Oh
yeah. There's some painful old drills that they had us do.
We had 100-yard crabs.
Oh, jeez.
But luckily we did those in the morning practice, because we did have 2-a-days.
Yeah, we did too as well back in the whatever that would have been 2010.
So we did all the exertion stuff and the running and all the conditioning in the morning when it was still cooler, and then we practiced the plays when it was hot. Because it's makes more sense that way.
Yeah.
But remember, when I practiced, that was back in the days where you don't drink water.
Oh yeah. They used to give you shit for taking a water break. So yes.
So what we did is what we did is we one of the guys' moms she thought that was stupid. So you know how you run the field in high school.
Yeah.
She would go by the backstop on the far end of the place, and she would put down canteens and sliced oranges in a plate.
Yeah. Oh my goodness! What the flying hoot!
And the coach would be like, "Man, I can't. You guys are in the best shape of any team I ever coached." It's like, "Yeah, fuckface, we were hydrated, you idiot."
That's it. I love that. Easy. Every call and experience with you is a treat, and I can't wait for Jets-Browns. We're finally going to get a chance.
I can't wait to see you guys. Nothing is going to. I don't care if we're 0-1,000,000. I'm going to that game because I want to meet you guys.
Let's go.
We're going to have a good time.
Can't wait, Easy. Rock on, brother.
All right, man. Eject me.
Your time is up. Gotta let your ass go. Thanks for calling in the Boy Green Show.
There you go. Good old EZ on the show. Some great rock. For people who don't know, that's what I grew up on. Classic rock, baby. Well, all rock, but classic rock in particular. Yes, sir. Appreciate EZ joining us here on the program. I see a couple of comments. Let's get to everybody here on the program. Let's get to this because this guy gets lost in the sauce in a preseason game. J__D__S. He says Garrett Wilson was unreal. The throw was whatever, right? Cade's throw was off target, but it gave Garrett an opportunity to show off. I mean, that third down conversion where you just sort of the ball and a Bucs defender's trying to swat the ball away, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm Garrett Wilson, baby." I'm just like, damn, Garrett is so stupid good. So stupid good. Ah, man, I love Garrett Wilson, man. What a special player. Man, I just hope he gets quarterback play this year. Please. Can we make that happen? Yeah, Garrett looked great last night. Jared B says, "Yo, Easy is going to show up with an actual crab for the crab race." There you go. Sure, let's get some crabs going on. Yeah, sure. I'm all for that. That's beautiful. Nice. Let me see. Let's go to some other comments here. Keith Bird says, "Paul, we need a backup immediately behind Gino." I don't know if we need it immediately. I'm Cade, I think look fine. Yeah, we have different people. Bob Bianchi says that Cade is number 2. He will be fine. So we have varying opinions out there in the audience. I think we may need a backup for Cade. I'm kidding. Or am I? I don't know. This Geno foot thing. I don't know what the hell's going on. But no, I think we may just need a guy for that because Bailey Zappi does not look good. And neither did Brady Cook. Like, Brady Cook looked better than Zappi, but I don't know if that's saying much because Zappi was terrible. So, but yeah, that's something they may need. That's for sure. 200 people in the room. Like the video, hit subscribe. Let's keep rolling. Let's go to the phone lines here. We've got, we got to go here first. We've got, is this Hep in Mr. Jets?
Justin Jet.
Justin Jet. What's up, Justin? What's going on, buddy?
We're good. They're watching. Yep.
Oh, who's this?
It's Wesley.
Hey, I saw them.
You saw them before, right? That's Wesley.
Hey, Wesley. Good to see you, buddy. Nice. Got
Anyway,
the whole gang together.
In the bathroom one day.
You saw him in the bathroom one day?
Yeah.
Was he on the toilet or no?
No, on the phone.
Oh, on the phone.
Oh, on the phone in the bathroom. Okay. Yeah, that could have been misinterpreted. So I appreciate that, Wesley. Yeah, great to see you. Yeah.
Anyway, I think Cade looked good, man. The only problem I had was he should have played like the whole half.
Yes. 100%.
And then we got Cookie.
Yeah, say Jets. Ready? Go Jets. Jets. Ready? Here we go. Whoa. Jets. Jets.
Hey.
See you guys.
All right. See you later. Appreciate it. There you go. Happen kids. Justin Jet. Wesley Snipes out there. Excellent. Great family. Nice. Yeah, I mean, that's my only complaint. But it goes back actually to something Easy said. This is what I think happened. Okay. So Gino was supposed to play in the game. And I assume he was going to get a series or two, maybe something like that. At least a series, and then maybe a series or two. And so Gino surprisingly is out. Cade Klubnik revealed to Bob Wischusen that he found out around 1 o'clock on Thursday, like, "Hey, buddy, you're starting." He's like, "Oh, geez, okay." And perhaps, as Aaron Glenn is sort of, lining up, the rotation at quarterback, he says, "Okay, Gino's out. Cade, you take what Gino was going to get, a drive or two," and it ended up being 2 drives. And then, hey, you two, slappies, Bailey Cook and Brady Zappi, play rock, paper, scissors, and you finish off the game. I assume that's what happened. But yeah, I would have loved to see him for more than more. He played 2 drives. I would have loved to see him for at least the first half. But hey, when the starters got pulled, he got pulled. So interesting choice. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. We have Let's Go. Some people call him Hop on Pop. Others call him different names. I'll stick with Hop on Pop. Pop, how are you?
Yeah, a lot of keyboard warriors out there running their freaking yappers. So come down October 5th. We can work it out.
Oh boy. Okay.
Hey now. So just wanted to pop on and let everyone know that tomorrow is a Hop on Pop. I will give my winners and losers.
Oh,
and
okay.
They are distinctly different than Boy Green's. So hey now.
Okay, that's great.
I'll also give a update on the Wounded Warrior Project raffle, and it'll be good time. So tune in tomorrow for my winners and losers. And some of them, not only are they different than Boy Greens, they contradict Boy Greens, and I'll come with the facts.
Well, I think we know how that's going to go. If they're different than me, contradicting, I know whose side everyone is going to pick. But sure, we can see your winners and losers and see what you think about it. Yeah, that's something we can do. Sure.
By the way, you'll be first in line October 5th. You've been running that yapper a little too much lately, so you're out of calibration. So
maybe 10 years ago or something, you would have had a shot at the king, but I think the old torch has been pried here.
Boy, you are a dumbass. But
by the way, before we, get into anything else, why don't we give a plug for this? We normally do it every Saturday. I want to make sure it doesn't get lost in the sauce. To your point, you said we'll do some of this love on Sunday, but even if we're not giving the leaderboard right now, I still think we could try to see if we can rally any donations. If you guys are new to the show, well, welcome. If you're, repeat customers, the message we're about to deliver here. But for the second straight year, we're doing the Hop on Pop Wounded Warrior 50-50 raffle. We're raising a bunch of money for charity. 50% of the proceeds goes to the Wounded Warrior Project. 50% of the proceeds raised will go to a winner live at our tailgate. And we are collecting funds right now. One way you guys can do it is either Venmo or PayPal. If you want to help support our troops, you guys can send a donation to @HopOnPop22, HOPONPOP digits 22 on Venmo or PayPal. Just give either your nickname on the show, your full name, and then an email to reach you at, because if you win, we want to be able to reach out to you. But we're trying to raise money. My father served 20 years in the United States Navy. My brother was in the Marines. All kinds of military blood runs throughout our families, and we can't do this show. The Jets can't play that game last night unless the men and women of our armed forces are defending our freedoms and giving us the liberties to choose and do whatever we choose to want to do out here in America and around the world. So, folks, if you guys would like to send some donations, please make sure you guys do so. And again, make it at least $1, but you can make it as expensive as you want from there. $1, $10, $15, $20, $50, $100. Any amount helps and allows you to be a part of this process. So please send those in. Last year, raised over $2,000 for charity. We'd love to break that record this year. We have a lot more run time to be able to do so. So, folks, if you're out there in it, that would be great. And James says, I'll be sending money. I don't want a raffle ticket. And James, that is completely on the table. A few people, as a matter of fact, have chosen to do that. So it is a just sort of a blind donation that's going towards our overall goal, but won't be included in the money. So, James, you can very much do that if you'd like. That's totally open. If you guys don't have Venmo or PayPal, you need to reach out to me a different way, Zelle or what have you. I could be the middleman to help deliver whatever your money is to Pop. I've done that for a few people. But the most ideal way is @HopOnPop22 directly. And again, you guys can raise it for that as well for our military. Pop, I don't know if you heard all that, but I'm sure you know everything that we're talking about here. So please take it from here.
Yeah, absolutely. Really helping take care of those who've taken care of us, putting themselves in harm's way and not coming back the way they went over. So I am working. There'll be some prizes for the top 3 contributors.
Correct.
I just had an epiphany, if you will. And so we're going to have a John Riggins autographed mini helmet. We're going to have some Bob autographed books.
Which, by the way, can confirm they arrived. I have not opened the package because I know they are. Let me go full screen for you. You can show it off here. Bob, go ahead.
Yep. So this book, everyone will get an autograph book. It'll look a little autograph thing like I've got an autograph thing here from Bob. It'll be autographed for you for contributing to the Wounded Warriors, as well as autographed Hop on Pop salute to service hat for each of the top 3 contributors, and a surprise. Now, somebody may like, I'm going to let the number 1 contributor pick between the John Riggins and option B, which I have just landed on. It's still percolating, but it's going to involve special military challenge coin. And so there you go.
Well, I can confirm. I see it, the package here. I haven't opened it yet because I know exactly what's in it. But yes, the Bob Letter books arrived yesterday. So thank you, Bob, out there in the universe, wherever you are. Thank you for autographing and sending those books in. I'll open that up because there'll be some books for future Boy Green raffles and also some books for obviously everything we just talked about here. I see James says Zelle is best for me, so let me throw that up on the screen. If anybody wants to be a part of that in that version, I can help work it for my father. If you want to Zelle me, my email is paulaesdenjr@gmail.com. Now, the only problem with Zelle is you can't send a message with it, so I just get an amount of money just sort of dropped. So if you can follow up with me over email, say, if you're James, hey, Paul, just sent you $100. Hey, just sent you $50. Just sent you whatever. This is for the Wounded Warrior. I just want the donation. I don't want the raffle ticket. So just give it. Pop is collecting that as well. Or, hey, it's Bobby, and I do want the raffle tickets. Here it is. That's cool, too. So no matter what, if you Zelle me, just follow up an email so I can be able to understand what it is, because, again, no message comes through on the Zelle. But you guys can do that, and I will get that money to Pop. A few people have chosen that option as well. It's Paul A. Esden Jr. at gmail.com, PaulaEsdenJr at gmail.com. If you guys prefer Zelle over Venmo or PayPal.
Absolutely. I don't have the exact number, but I know that money going right now today.
Yes.
Last year we donated about $2,200.
Yep.
To the Winter Warrior Project. This year, without doing the beep boop pop, I will tell you that we're in the neighborhood of $1,500 going to the Winter Warrior Project, and 1,000 will be up for grabs in the 50-50 wrap. Those are round numbers.
Yes, right.
I'll provide an in-detail update. I just got back from taking Imam G to the airport, and your lovely sister Hay had to come back and hop on, tell everybody. But yes, coming with the details on the winners and losers tomorrow.
Can't wait.
Cold, hard, stone cold facts.
Yeah. One last thing I just want to answer. When's the deadline? The perfect thing about this, folks, is Pop can do his beep boop bop and all the way till the tailgate. So we'll have a restaurant takeover the night before. We'll promote that heavily here once we sort of start getting into the work week. You'll start hearing a lot more promotion for it. But you can hand him cash if you're there on Saturday night, October 10th. You come up to Pop, say, "Hey, here's $50, here's $100, here's $20," and he will add that to the totals we've already collected. So it could basically go all the way up to there. Now we probably don't want it on. We could probably do it a little bit on game day, but then we just have to adjust the spinning wheel. So there's just some hoopla involved once at that standpoint, because we're going to spin it live at the tailgate and then pick a winner, and Pop's going to give the money to that winner. So probably Saturday, but I guess if some people don't come to the restaurant takeover, they could give you some money, Pop, probably day of. But that part we're pushing it a little probably.
Yeah, let's be super clear. We're gonna do. The tailgate's essentially 10 to noon, 10 a.m. to noon.
Right.
So I will take money donations cash up to 11 a.m. Then I can update the spreadsheet, and then shortly after that, we'll do the drawing right before we go into the game and watch the Shedeur Sanders beat down.
There you go, or Deshaun Watson, or whoever the hell is there, which is great. So perfect. I glad for that clarity. That'll be awesome. And again, for whoever wins, you get that money instantly. Cole Young can confirm that. It gets immediately dropped to you. So that is great. I'm glad we're doing this for charity. So Pop, that's great. And yeah, this is. So I guess let me answer this. There's another question out there in the audience. Pop, do you want to raffle off once again the seat next to you? We did that last year, raise some money for charity. Are you interested in doing that again this year?
Of course. Anything for the Wounded Warriors project that I can do. I feel humbled besides these people that, I was participated in a few activities during my 20 years in the military, but I came back the same way at least physically, the same way every time. And so I don't compare myself to these heroes. So anything I can do to help raise money for them, I'd be happy to.
All right. So, Mac, here's what we'll do. Because I want to distribute tickets, I don't want to delay that process any further. If you guys would like to make a blind bid, so you can email me and say, "Hey, I want to sit next to Pop." If that interests you out in the audience, right? If you're coming to us with the Jets-Browns game and you want to sit next to Pop, you can email me and give me a blind number and say, "Paul, I pay $100 to sit next to Pop, or $50, whatever that number is, and I'll collect a few today if several people reach out, and then we'll just make a decision, and boom, that person will get it, and I'll put it on the list." So that'll be the easiest way to do it, because again, I don't want to delay this ticket distribution anymore. I'm doing the last final pieces of putting everyone where they're sitting next to each other. So now's the perfect time to do this. So again, you can send a blind bid. Email me and say $100, $50, $200, whatever you're comfortable with out in the audience. And then whoever has the highest number, I'll say, boom, you won it. You're sitting next to Pop. So we'll do it in that way. So feel free to reach out. That's Paul A. Esden Jr. at gmail.com. Thank you, Mac, for bringing that up. That's awesome. All right. Well, Pop, fun. I can't wait to hear your incorrect winners and losers, but everyone has an opinion. So sure.
You haven't heard it, and you're already disputing it.
Well, you're saying it's contradicting mine, so it automatically has to be wrong.
Okay, right, because you've never made any errors. How many wins on the Rich Eisen show? Did you say 16-1 when you went on the Rich Eisen show?
I don't know. I didn't go on. I haven't gone on this year yet, so I'm not sure.
12-5 last year. You haven't been wrong.
That's slightly off kilter. Badshaw says, "How much do we have to pay to sit on your lap during the game?"
Okay, Badshaw, that I'm not willing to do.
Oh, sorry, sorry, Wounded Warrior Project. There's a line for everybody.
There is a line for everybody, but Badshaw, there's nothing wrong. If you want to Lego up with anybody else, feel free. But, make sure it's a willing participant.
That's messed up.
Hey,
right. Well, Pop, thank you so much for jumping on. Are you enjoying this easy kickoff? Do you want that?
You're using it. You're a little slow on pulling the trigger.
Whoa. Okay. Yikes.
You're a little slow. All right,
Pop. I imagine that's speaking of slow, I'm sure that'll be great there with the winners and losers tomorrow. Can't wait.
All right. Hey, now, have a great day, Coffee Club. Let's go.
Your time is up. Gotta let your ass go. Thanks for calling into the Boy Green Show.
Yo, there's Pop, baby. He'll be joining us for a co-hosting thing tomorrow. Winners and losers. Talk about a copy and paste, man. Come up with your own idea. Anywho, let's go to the phone lines. We've got NY Jets FL. Let's go to Ted here on the program. Ted.
Oh, good morning. I had a thought for Nashville.
Sure.
Can you, being that there's 400 people plus going to the meetup, can you do anything for the charity there, or is that as Jake Asman authorized?
Yeah, that's very cool.
Okay.
And obviously, I would love to raise money in any way. That's Jake's thing and Lou B's thing. So I'm just a participant. So I would love to do something, but I feel like it'd be overstepping if I sort of tried to take over in some way in that range.
I gotcha. Let me ask you a question then on a Jets point, and you know how I feel about Cade. Sure. Regarding, just say in theory that you think he can possibly become a number one. I'm not saying that now, saying if you see the growth, obviously he has the cojones and he has the calmness and the right combination mentally. I truly believe so.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to mortgage multiple draft picks next year if you are going to draft somebody, which I think you have to, because you could eventually trade one of them, right? Sure. So you're going to have to make a choice. How much do you so Geno has to start, right? How much more do you want to see from Cade next game? To me, 6 days is going to be a long time to get there, because that's the guy I want to see more than anything, quite honestly.
Yeah, I think I think what we saw was like basically the same thing I was hoping for in the joint practice. I said is I just want to see him sort of operate the offense. I'm not looking for anything spectacular. Just do those things. And he did do a few spectacular things in practice, which we'll talk about in a second. That's the thing I'm looking forward to, the next step. Okay, you got your feet under you. You got your first reps ever with the first team. So he had never thrown to Garrett Wilson. He'd never thrown to any of these guys because he's always working second string, third string, or whatever the hell he was working. Now I want to see the sizzle plays. In practice, he had the scrimmage, he had a 66-yarder to Isaiah Williams where he dropped it in a bucket. In the Aaron Smith caught this one, a 60-yarder in the second Jets-Bucs joint practice. That was a 60-yard touchdown. That was awesome. Now does the confidence sort of grow with Cade where he's like, all right, got my first Willies out of the game, get my first preseason game. Now let's go. That's what I want to see. That's the next step. So splash plays, and it doesn't always just have to be a touchdown, but it could be a big, meaty 25-yard in route where he squeezes it in between a safety and a linebacker. I'm like, okay, there you go. There's a big boy throw. But to get your pants on, buddy. That's sort of the next step I want to see of his progression.
True. You do want to see you do want to see him maybe try to master more of the offense.
That too,
maybe give him a little more complicated plays and reads.
Yeah, give him some freedom at the line of scrimmage, maybe. Like that I'd be okay with. He thinks he sees this or this. You give him 3 plays in his head, read the defense, diagnose, and then pick. Like, yeah, I don't know if they feel that comfortable with him with Frank Reich. It sounds like they do. So yeah, that would be another step too. Sure.
Yeah. Braylon Allen is I mean, that guy in open space, I'm going to enjoy watching that guy move in open space. So just wait. We really haven't seen Sadiq and Cooper's just touching the start, touches in games. So call me delusional, but I think we're definitely in the top 15 offense in the league. Plus,
yeah.
Paul, there's a lot of talent here, and people are finally catching up to it. And I know it's one preseason game, but I haven't been this excited in a while. Let's just say that.
Yeah, man.
I really haven't. I mean, even with Rodgers, I was excited, but this is a young team with a lot of good young players, just kind of building. So let's see what happens. That's my mantra. So Glenn looks a little more comfortable year 2, and I'm still. I mean, I saw Kyle Clifton's call. I watched a lot of the shows this morning because I couldn't stay up that late. So
that's right.
Just complaining about calling timeouts. We need to just play some games and see if we can win. You know what I mean? Like
he was complaining about timeout usage in that.
I thought it was something to that effect.
Oh, Kyle, something about what the hell, man.
I think so. If I'm wrong, Kyle, I apologize. So, but I think it was something to the effect of using timeout utilization and things like that. And I'm just like, I don't know. I'm done with the nitpicking of every micromanaging everything. Just effing play games and show competence and grow. That's the way I'm looking at it.
Hey. That's beautiful, Ted. And let's go, Paul. Man. Let's get top 15 offense.
Paul, I appreciate your show. I appreciate your show. I love hearing Edwards. Sometimes Edwards' Jets takes are a little different, but the musical stuff is fantastic. So he's right in my wheelhouse with Dio. If you don't know much about Dio, the guy could sing. I mean, the guy could sing his ass off. He had a voice. Forget it. I'll leave my musical taste in Nashville. Paul, have a good show. I'll be around. Thanks, Paul.
I appreciate that. There he is, Ted, joining us. Yeah, I can't wait. We're going to get to know each other a lot more intimately. I think that's for sure. So that'll be good. I can't wait. I can't wait. I didn't hear the Kyle Clifton call, so I don't want to go crazy. I have no idea what the call. Now, again, don't get me wrong. AG, a lot of stuff last year. I mean, the Hail Mary stuff. There were sort of management situations. There was players being in and out. Like there was I should have wrote them all down from last year. I would have had a book of all the mistakes that were made. But I don't know. The timeout usage of Aaron Glenn in this preseason opener, I don't know. Like the rubber will meet road in the regular season. That's the things where really we're going to have to do that. Terrence Hill says Glenn wants to practice his timeout management and everyone wants to complain. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the call was about, so I can't speak to that. But that is something he has to improve on. I'm not pretending like that he was perfect at it last year. He certainly was not. Nah, man, no. But wow, man, I can't believe we just had a preseason game last night. That was so awesome, man. It's just so cool. It was great to have the preseason game. It was such a great response from you guys. So thank you for calling in and for liking the video and commenting, getting me excited. I was already excited, but I got like double, triple excited. It was super cool. So yeah, thanks guys. And again, 2 preseason games left. We are less than a month away. Well, less than a month away from the Jets-Titans game in Nashville. Spectacular, man. Friggin' spectacular. Let's go. Oh, Kyle Clifton is in here. So, Kyle, what the hell happened here? You don't have to call in if you don't want. You can just comment. What's up with this timeout controversy? What happened with this timeout controversy you were criticizing AG for in the preseason? What happened? That's what I need to know. What the hell happened there? Let us know, Kyle. Let us know. Oh, okay. Gator says he got it. Okay, let me see what Gator says. Kyle's concern was that the preseason for Glenn as well, who has to work on his atrociously bad time management. It was just a reminder they may not have figured it out yet. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Well, if that's Kyle's take, that so be it. Yeah, no, he did have atrociously bad time management skills. That's true. So no, that's fair. He did have terrible. So this is his preseason too to figure it all out. Now, also, obviously, he's calling defensive plays and being the head coach, doing both things. So that was his first opportunity for that, obviously, as well. So let's see sort of how he progresses. That's fair. Yeah, I won't kill Kyle for saying that. No. Thank you to the 228 people watching the show, a 90-minute show here, 110 people here on YouTube. Guys, like the friggin' video. Where are we at here? Let me hit the refresh button. Let's check the tape. Let's check the tape. What are we at here? 62 likes, but 110 people watching on YouTube. Guys, like that video, hit subscribe, baby. Show all the love here on the program. I'd appreciate that. That would be spectacular. Excellent. By the way, real quick before we go, look at this. This is our raffle for this month. If you guys are new to the channel, raffle tickets are $3 a piece. That's it. We do a giveaway on the first of every month. We have Eric McMillan, autographed 1990 Pro Bowl card with the inscription 2X Pro Bowl DROY 1988. That is Eric McMillan, who had 8 interceptions as a rookie. It comes with a certificate of authenticity, and I bought it in support of the Marty Lyons Foundation. So, hey, money going to a good place. Cool autograph there. We have a Jets sideline new era hat, black and green with the NY logo in the middle. Terrific. Boy Green Jets package, license plate, custom coin, pen, keychain, and more. And the Garrett Wilson NFLPA one-handed catch shirt back from his rookie season. So a bunch of items. It's all coming around. We'll be giving that away on September 1st. Make sure you guys continue to submit those raffle tickets, as somebody did already here on the program. Beautiful. Great items, baby. Great items. Let's go. Excellent. All right, let's do this, folks. We'll wrap up the show. Got a bunch of things to do. Got baseball today. Got to go help out with the Bills broadcast at the radio station in a little bit. So with their preseason game. So we've got a ton of stuff cooking here on the program. Appreciate you. We'll be back tomorrow morning for another episode of Boy Green Daily. No Jets Worldwide. They have some other things going on. So it'll be me and Hop on Pop tomorrow for a Sunday edition of the show. Can't wait. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. And we'll take care, and we'll see you next time.